Not all men are born equal. That's the sad truth of this reality. Hello everybody, welcome back, Severed is here. And let's just get right into the video. Right now, after the last day in school, everybody is just talking and talking about what they will do in their future. The teacher comes through the door of the class, saying that today they're gonna have to choose what they want to do with their future. But immediately realizing that everybody in that class want to be heroes, throwing the paper up in the air as the students cheer in happiness and excitement using their quirks. Before he say that Bagu wanna go into UA, Bagu jumps on the top of his desk, saying that he's the big shot of the school and that he will gonna become the #1 hero. As he look into the papers, he realized that Midoriya is also want to go to UA too. Everybody looks at him. Before an absolute laughter happens in the class, everybody is laughing out loud, as if this is the greatest joke they heard in their lives. Baku explodes Midoriya's desk for that because it angers him, saying that he's just a quirkless idiot that could never be a hero. The teacher stops him immediately and dismisses the class since the bell already rang. Izuku tried to bring all his things together and try to leave the class, but Bago stops him, grabs his notebook and throws it out of the window. As Izuku just saying that, immediately Bago putting his hand on his shoulder, saying that, "I'm just trying to do this to protect you, Deku. If you do and happened and in some way or a miracle managed to get into the hero course, you're just gonna kill yourself on the first day. That is, if you didn't kill yourself in the exam, so stop trying to be an idiot." As he just left, while Izuku looking down. Immediately, he leaves the class, going into, well, to get his notebook back. He finds it in the water, as he grabs it. But, immediately, looking inside the notebook, seeing it's all a bit torn apart, damaged and everything, but it's still gonna do. Eventually, Izuku just walks away, not realizing something that is standing behind of him, not realizing the things that are going to happen to him, as he keeps walking and walking until he ends up under, well, in a tunnel, talking to himself, saying that everything will be fine, right? Everything will be fine. As he said in his mind, what am I saying to myself? Nothing is fine. How am I ever going to be a hero? I don't even have a quirk. Stupid Bakugo. Sometimes I just wanna, as immediately, suddenly Izuku feeling as if he's being suffocated, and when he realizes it, he just see a giant sludge monster covering his whole body, forcing himself up his throat, trying to suffocate him and take over his body, while Izuku unable to breathe. He's saying in his mind, am I gonna die? No, I can't die here. I can't. I still have a lot of... As all of the sudden, Shizuku can hear, "I am here!" As immediately, the #1 hero, All Might, jumps into the situation, throwing an absolute strong punch, creating a shockwave that causes the villain to splash all around the tunnel, saving Midoriya. After a while, Midoriya waking up to see All Might slapping his face repeatedly. As Izuku being absolutely surprised, shocked by this, he, asked for an autograph, but he already see that All Might did that. Eventually, All Might telling him that it's alright. Alright, boy. I gotta go. As he was about to jump, and he did jump, but when All Might is flying up in the air, he felt something grabbing into his leg. When he looked down, he see the child that he just saved, telling him, "What the hell, kid? Leave my leg go! Let go of me!" As Izuku saying, "I'll die if I did that!" As All Might said, "Of course, alright." As he lands on a building saying, "What the hell wrong with your kid? Why did you grab into me?" As Izuku telling All Might that he have a question for him. While he's talking about his life story, All Might buffs down, revealing his smaller form. Izuku being surprised by this, saying that it might be Well, just a decoy or just a fake All Might. All Might telling him that he's the real deal. Izuku continued with his question, with All Might answering, "Sadly, no. I saw a lot of horrible things in this world, kid. And even a lot of strong villains. A quirkless kid like you could never be a hero. They're just gonna kill him on the spot. They are merciless. They are merciless. They don't care if you are powerless or not. They'll kill you immediately. So, no. I understand that you might have a dream, but just make sure that your dreams are realistic and achievable. A quirkless hero isn't possible," as he just walk away. While Izuku's standing there, he's saying, "I can't be a hero?" As he said in his mind, "Of course, what did I expect? Nothing ever goes as I want it to go, does it? Nothing at all. It's always just the same thing. I end up..." As Izuku is crying on the roof before start walking down the street after he get down the building. As he's walking, saying in his mind, "Oh my Bakugo, everyone is just... why are they all just so... I hate them all. I just hate them all." As Izuku shaking his head, saying, No, should not say things like this. I mean, All Might is right. What was I expecting? After all, I'm just..." As an explosion can be heard. When Izuku realized that, he dashes into the situation to see the sludge villain, as he's shocked before he looked into his left and noticing All Might holding into his injury. As Izuku said, "Wait, why is the sludge villain's..." As he realized it, when he grabbed into All Might's leg, the sludge villain must have slipped through the pocket and fell. Am I the reason for this? Bakugo's gonna die because of me? As Midoriya said in his mind, "Finally serves him right. After all these years of tormenting me, he gets something in return. He deserves it. Why am I angry? Why am I supposed to be feeling sad for him? I supposed to be..." As Izuku just shaking his head, saying, "No, I can't. I need to save him." As in a moment of guilt that's filling up his heart, he just dashes straight into the sludge villain while the hero trying to grab him, saying, "Kid, what the..." As while Midoriya is running, the sludge villain throwing his tentacle into him, Midoriya managed to dodge it before grabbing his back and throwing it into the sludge villain, as it's blind him a bit, but immediately when Izuku tried to free Bakugo, he's saying in his mind, "Why am I doing this? I'm an idiot. I should just let him..." As immediately the sludge villain saying, "Ah, you little..." As he throws his arm straight into the Midoriya, before suddenly a bright purple light glows in front of him, and before everybody realizes it, a book with a 5 leaves clover appears right in front of him. As the sludge villain is seeing this purple, dark aura, the menacing feeling, the absolute terrifying, chilling presence, Izuku look into this book saying, "What?" As after that, the sludge villain immediately continued with his attack, saying, "Just die, you little brat!" As in that moment, when Izuku seeing the tentacles going right into him, as if the world just slows down. He doesn't understand why, he doesn't understand how, but the only word that came into his mind is, "Go away!" As all of a sudden, the sludge villain just splashed around the place. In all direction, the walls of the ground start cracking. The place is about to be demolished and it's really damaged. The flames be extinguished and just the pressure of the air that pushes the flames away. Everything just seems to happen very quickly in a splat of a second. And it seems all just because he spoke a word. As Bug just finding himself on the ground while saying, "What the?" As Midoriya's the book that right now floating in front of him suddenly stopped floating. It falls to the ground. While Izuku shaking his head saying, "What the?" As he looked into the ground to see the book saying, "What happened? Eventually, the heroes immediately try to heal up Midoriya and Baku, taking them to the infirmary while start talking to them. Immediately, they talk into how Baku was amazing, but at the same time, the kid. It was a very reckless move, but at the same time, he managed to save him. What was his quirk? It's amazing! As Izuku, while they are talking, he just holding the book, saying, a quirk. What happened? What really happened? Eventually, when Baku just walking away, and Midoriya also walking in his own way, he just walking down the street while holding the book, saying, what the hell is this book? As he opens it up, it's have a lot of weird symbols inside of it. He can't read any of them though. It's really weird. The only thing he can understand is the symbol on the cover, which is a 5-leafed clover. While he looking at this thing, did I awaken my quirk or something? As Bug from behind comes saying, Deku! The hell was that? Were you hiding your quirk from me? As Izuku said, Bakugo, as he said, just to tell you this doesn't mean that you saved me, idiot. I didn't need your help. I owe you nothing, understood? As he just walking away. Well, Izuku saying in his mind, man, why did I save you in the first place? I should have just let you die. As Midoriya said, okay, Kachan. As Baku just walking away, while Midoriya just putting the book back in his bag, finally returning home. After which, next day, he got into the forest to try out this book, to understand what did he exactly do. As Izuku just opens it up, he can't read it, but he remember one thing that he said. He said, go away. And when he said it again, suddenly, the trees in front of him just splash into the ground as if they are being pushed by an invisible force. As Izuku said, what? As the Grimoire started floating by Midoriya's side again, as Izuku said, did my words just became reality? As he said again, go away. As it happens one more time. As it splashed another tree away. As Izuku said, so is this my quirk? Whatever I say becomes reality? As, well, Izuku just trying the book, trying to read it. For some odd reason, he gets the weirdest of feeling that is, he wants to say, vacuum wall. As suddenly, the trees just being crushed into the ground as if an absolute powerful gravity pressure pushing them down. After which, Izuku just trying out this Grimoire eventually that he figured out. After a while, he just trying with his abilities. For the meantime, for the last month, he trained his body, but the only two things that he can really do right now is just go away and vacuum wall. As eventually, when the day of the exam comes, Izuku walks into UA, while holding his grimoire in his hand, saying, alright Midoriya, it's your time. Let's do this. As he takes a step forward, but he almost tripped. Although when he tripped, he managed to get hold of himself and said, vacuum wall, as suddenly, as if he getting stopped in the middle of the air, Izuku steps off, saying, phew, that was close. As behind, he see a girl that was about to touch him, saying, I guess you saved yourself? As Izuku said, hey? As the girl coming closer, saying, what did you do? As Izuku said, it's too close. As she said, you just spoke something and suddenly you stopped? Is that your quirk? As Izuku said, yes, kinda is. As the girl said, so, what can you do? You just said vacuum wall. What does that mean? Does that, like, stop you in your track or something? Can you say other things? As Izuku just, she's too close. Regardless, after which, the bell rings for all the students that need to go into the exam. Izuku goes there, before noticing Baku just looking at him and just walking away. After which, the normal things happened. President Mike explaining the robots, and Izuku right now waiting in front of the gates while flipping his book. As right now, while he's just flipping it, saying, "It's been 10 months, yet I couldn't even figure out any of these symbols yet. But the only thing that I could have figured out is this," as he looked into the 5-leaf clover. In the last 10 months, Midoriya did more than just training on his quirk and body. He also tried to figure out these symbols, decipher them. And the first thing he tried to do is find out the meaning of the 5-leaf clover. Although when he did, he couldn't find anything. The only thing he could have found is just pictures. After which, while Izuku just flipping the pages, from behind someone comes saying, "If you want to read your book, please keep that for after the exam." As Izuku said, "Oh no, it's not that as he said, "Why are you even having a book here? This is a physical test. The exam on the paper is already over. You can check your answers later. Understood?" As Izuku said, "I'm not checking my answers. It's just..." As finally President Mike opens the gate saying, "Go there already! What are you waiting for? Villains won't wait for you for a battle! Go there!" As immediately everyone started dashing in. Izuku immediately started following them. After a while, he finds himself standing in a street filled with robots. As Izuku said, "Alright, let's do this." As the grimoire of his floats by his side, flips its pages on its own before all the robots dashing into Midoriya. Some of the students behind Midoriya were about to take the robots, but everybody hearing a chilling voice that speaks, "Vacuum wall," as all the robots being pushed into the ground, absolutely splashed. As the other examiners watching this saying, "What happened? Did he just splash them all to the ground?" As Izuku continued doing the same thing. When a robot tried to take the jump on Midoriya from behind, Izuku said again, "Vacuum wall," which the robot, when he throws the sponge, is as if he hitting an invisible wall, destroying its arm, and Izuku said, "Go away," as the robots fly through a building. And in the camera's room, Aizawa and the rest of the teachers are seeing the students. They are doing amazing, but there was that one weird student that seems to be very powerful. As Principal Nezu looking at him saying, "Weird. What a weird quirk this kid has." As they look into his file, it says that it's quirkless. As Principal Nezu said, "Quirkless?" As Aizawa said, "That doesn't seem right. He obviously has a quirk." As Principal Nezu said, "It seemed that maybe he forgot to, edit his files." As immediately All Might said, "Oh, I know that kid." As Principal Nezu said, "You know him, All Might?" As All Might said, "Yeah, he's the kid from the sludge villain incident. The one that saved the kid that was a hostage. He awakened his quirk that time. He's just a late bloomer. I've seen that he just didn't remember to, basically edit his files. Regardless of which, while they are looking at this, Principal Nezu said, although his quirk is weird, he speaks and things just happen. How fascinating." As Aizawa said, "I can't get the weirdest feeling that there's something weird with him." As All Might said, "What do you mean?" As Aizawa looking at him saying, "That kid. It just feels odd to me. His voice feels odd to me." As after that, Izuku just continued doing his thingies, but he's getting tired saying, "Yeah, alright, of course, I remembered. For some weird reason, overusing my quirk will gonna result in me getting tired fairly quickly." As Izuku, while he's just taking a rest, standing in the, leaning on a wall, he starts feeling the ground shaking. Before seeing a lot of students running in, he looked to see that a giant robot is towering over him. He can't help but fall on his back, and the student is just running away. Izuku was about to run before he hears a sound of help saying, "Please, someone help me." As Izuku looking behind to see the girl that were going to save him in the entrance of the school, as Izuku said, "What?" She needs help. As he said in his mind, I should run away from here. Why should I help her? She can help herself. As Izuku said, no, I need to help her. As he dashes towards Uraraka. As when he going closer, he see this zero pointer was going to throw a punch to crush her, but Izuku's saying, I can't get in time. I won't make it. As in that moment, as if the world slows down once more, the only thing that Midori can think about is how to save the girl, as he speaks up out loud, come here! As suddenly, the girl just, as if she just slides, the reality just slides her in front of Midoriya and to his side, saving her from this zero-pointer punch, as she's saying, what happened? As immediately Izuku just grabbing her and start running away. Eventually the zero-pointer stopped moving since the time of the exam is already over. After which, Izuku putting the girl on the ground saying, thanks for saving me, but what did you... As Izuku just sit on the ground, very exhausted, saying, I used a lot of energy. As after which, the recovery girl comes, it heals Uraraka, and, try to heal Midori, but she can't really heal him. He's just exhausted, so he just drank some water. After which, Izuku leaving the exam area, going back into his home while looking into his grimoire saying, well, that wasn't half bad. Phew. But what happened back there? I almost felt as if I know what to do, but man, maybe there's more to my quirk than I know. Although, as when Izuku looked into his phone, he still can't take this weird feeling off. When he searched on the symbol of his, book, he really still wonders, what is the meaning of this 5-leaf clover? What is the meaning of these symbols inside his book? He never saw them before, and he doesn't know what to search in order to understand them. Regardless, Izuku walks back home. And this is gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, tell me what you think about this part, and what do you think is gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say than Severed was here.